Today is the Doctors Who podcast joke time. Where does Graf keep his armies? In his sleeveys. And this has been Joke Time with the Doctors Who podcast.
Where's your sword?
There's no reason I should be laughing at this.
No.
That would be kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Brian has to come up with them because I do not come up with jokes.
Mm-mm.
I don't know jokes. Somebody tells me to tell them a joke, I cannot do it.
Why your joke's funny?
I don't know.
It's a trick that our brain has convinced us it's some sort of adaptation to fit in with cultural norms.
Something.
Is
I don't
this
know.
like the quantum physics theory that says that your thoughts and intentions can influence your reality?
I'd like to think so. I mean,
Okay.
that sounds very
Awesome.
cerebral and very plausible. Especially after a little tequila.
What are the questions? Are we living in a simulation and we're programmed to find these things?
Thank goodness we weren't programmed to have a laugh track along with us, because that would be way worse.
So
You should edit in a laugh track.
I might.
Oh no.
I might.
With our surprise.
So the interesting thing though is back
Oh, we
in
got a question from... Go ahead.
back in the 80s, I think 1983. Well, let me take a step back by saying in 2020, due to the Freedom of Information Act, there were lots of documents that were declassified.
Oh.
And the CIA, apparently in 1983, conducted a study on the ability to basically basically astral projection, right?
Mhm.
That you can leave your physical body and project yourself elsewhere. And they found that it was indeed a plausible, usable thing by a certain percent of the population. And even some of them, this is the interesting part, were able to move backward and forward in time, which reminded me kind of the Reverend Mothers and the Kwisatz Haderach from Dune,
Oh,
right?
very true.
Or the Terminator.
Or the maybe not quite like that.
He drove it back in time.
He did.
Physically,
He
though,
did.
this is like
I get it.
right, but you know, it's
They have
interesting.
access to all of the knowledge of
Yes.
Yeah, but it's
all
just
the prior
fascinating to
Reverend
me
Mothers
that all of these things that you see in like the fantasy of the science fiction medium, you're now starting to find that there are theories within science, quantum physics, temporal mechanics, things like that. That's like, oh, this might actually be a thing that's possible.
So what do you think of just how much the science fiction programming in our lifetime has influenced products in our culture and
Sure,
things? So we even know Captain Kirk was actually in space.
Captain Kirk
so,
was in space, right?
What a world.
Yeah.
But
crazy.
But to the you know the theory or the implication that with enough concentration and focus that you can actually manifest things in reality and have them happen, that's kind of like the Force, right, from Star Wars.
Yeah.
I can see that.
My wife used to tell me if I had access to the Force, I would not be a Jedi, I would be a Sith. And I cannot disagree with her.
No. Or if I had a TARDIS,
It's
I
much
don't
more
think I
fun.
would put it to good use all the time.
Good
I
news
would-
for you.
Well, it would be beneficial. Maybe not good for everybody else.
Yeah.
What do we want? A time machine. When do we want it? It's around.
What's kind of cool?
You know,
It does have a cool.
fun fact,
God.
the next time we record, we're probably going to have a TARDIS.
Oh, that's right.
So, there's that.
But it's not full size.
No, and
But
I
it's
don't.
bigger. So still,
Uh,
it should be
I don't know if
proportionally.
we've got the time vortex in there. I don't know if we'll fit it.
Not yet. It's I ordered it from Amazon.
I heard they're on back order now.
I misunderstood. I thought you said you ordered it from Alibaba.
Oh.
In which case, you know, funny story. I found like a plastic container on Alibaba for like $9.99. I was like, oh, that's a good price. Maybe I should order a couple of those. And I looked down, and the shipping was like $650.
Oh, that's
It's like,
a
what
big
the
no.
fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Big no.
Oh my goodness. I didn't have really a point, but
Other than shipping's outrageous.
shipping's outrageous.
That was the other thing, that we probably built the TARDIS at the wrong time for the price of wood, but
You know,
Yeah.
by the time we actually
that we
bought
went
it,
with
it
the
was
lower
starting to come
grade,
down.
and we didn't do the highest grade.
We
because
did.
It's going to be painted, and we were able to do some treatment to the wood and finish it
Yeah.
and sand it and make it look pretty good.
Maybe when we build the actual full-scale one, we can use the good wood.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
For
anyway,
Brian's house.
right.
Hey, there we go.
You need 9-foot ceilings at least.
We have 9-foot ceilings on the main floor.
Excellent. But if you move to a new house, you need 9-foot ceilings.
Good point. Good point.
It wouldn't have to go inside. It would be a lot cooler.
Right?
Yes, it would.
Be a great living room piece.
Oh, yeah.
Your wife might not disagree.
No, she might not. I think she'd be all for it.
What you do is inside the TARDIS, right? You go in, and you have a fireman's pole that takes you to the basement.
Oh, I like that. That way it's literally bigger on the inside. You have the whole
Yeah.
room down
Mhm.
below that is your TARDIS room.
Or you plunk it in front of a doorway,
I've seen
and you
that.
don't put the back on, so that when you go through the TARDIS, you enter into another
Wasn't
room.
that your idea for your speakeasy, was to have a
It was,
TARDIS
yeah,
doorway?
it was. However, I don't know that we've secured enough funding to make a speakeasy work right now.
But if somebody out there does build a speakeasy and has a TARDIS doorway, we'll know where they got their idea.
We will.
This is true.
We do have some other ideas in the hopper,
Mm-hmm.
which may lead to something potentially just as cool. Anyway, thank you for tuning into this impromptu session of the Doctors Who Bullshit,
The doctors who drank.
the Doctors Who Drink While Bullshitting, and my glass is empty. We hope you will continue to support our channel by clicking that subscribe button, hitting that like button, and telling everybody you know that we all fucking cool. And until next time.
Toodles.